right, joining us to share more light on this recent development is athletics reporter for Pulse Sport, Fumilayo Famesho joins us this evening. Fumilayo, good evening to you. Thank you very much for joining.
Hi, Favor. Good evening. It's nice being with you guys again.
All right, it's no longer news, and the Athletics Federation of Nigeria has just confirmed that Favor Ofili indeed has made that switch to Turkey, and also beckoning that we have to also try to keep our elite athletes. What does this mean for Nigerian athletics? Do you think that we would definitely get to, reap this, this particular, development for Favor Ofili, and what strategies can we do also to further prevent our athletes from making that move to other countries in the world?
Okay, so first of all, let me start by saying that Favor switch, it's really going to affect Nigeria, whether we like it or not, because she's currently the best sprinter we have in the country. She's an elite sprinter. She got to the finals of the Olympic Games last year. She finished 6th. And ahead of the World Championships in Tokyo in September, she has a good chance of probably medaling in the 100 meters or 200 meters. So definitely there's a void that's been left with her switch to Turkey. Now, moving forward, what can be done for Nigeria? Like, what can the Athletics Federation do? I'll practically say that we need to start probably from the scratch again. And the president was talking about the fact that the federation needs to be sponsored, that they need money to keep their remaining top talents, which I will not, be against that. But I think the federation still needs to do their part. Now, it's not money that made the federation not to register Toby in the 100 meters at the last Olympic Games. It was not money that made the federation not to, register or do her normal doping routines during the Tokyo Olympic Games. So these are the lapses that the federation needs to work on. They need to look into themselves that what are we doing administratively that can help these athletes. Fine, the money is needed for them to improve. They need to be giving them stipends and all those things. But the administration itself, the federation itself, are they doing the right things? Are they following the right protocols? Are they keeping these athletes happy? Because honestly, it's not just about money. It's about being It's about being comfortable. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, the federation will be there to protect them, like Ofili said. So the country has so many talents, presently. We have the likes of Ezekiel Nathaniel, we have the likes of Samuel Ogazi. Before the Nigerian trials on Sunday, we were skeptical that was Nathaniel also going to switch, was Ogazi going to switch as well, until we saw them at the Nigerian trials. Now, a number of athletes were not present at the trials, a number of athletes were not present as well. So it brings the confusion that have they also switched, although it has not been confirmed. So we are having these issues now, presently, that we don't know the athletes that will even represent us until the World Champs, when we see them in Nigerian colors. And the federation needs to know that they are definitely doing something wrong. They are not doing the right things. It's not just about the money. Fine, the money will be provided. Look at what happened to the Falcons. They were, after winning and everything, they gave them the money. They were well compensated. But before that, what was the preparation? It was just sheer determination of the Falcons. And this brings it back to the athletes as well. It's only sheer determination of these athletes. How are they keeping them in place? How are they keeping them in check? Are the right doping controls being done for those that will be going to the World Champs in Tokyo? Do they have the necessary, requirements that they use to compete there? So these are the questions that the federation needs to ask. Administratively, they need to work on themselves. They need to do the right things that other countries are doing to keep their athletes happy. Because honestly, it's not just about the money. Money is important, but if the body and the framework of the federation is not in place, then there's so little the money can do.
All right. For me, I want to also ask. I mean, some athletes are saying whenever issues like this come up, when they are not registered for for tournaments or for races, there are no repercussions. I mean, they've lost trust in the Athletics Federation of Nigeria. Do you think that the Athletics Federation of Nigeria can restore confidence? Just saying that we need to stop them from going to other countries, or other than having to see measures being put in place in terms of persons in the AFN taking the fall for issues like this when it comes up, and that might also bring this confidence to the athletes again.
Yes, you said it all. The federation needs to bring in the measures that will make these athletes feel confident that we are okay to still continue to represent Nigeria. You know, when Ofili's case happened last year, nothing was done. When the Tokyo Olympics issue happened, nothing was done to the people responsible. And they feel that if the athletes are in a situation whereby they feel the administrators can toy with their career, can do whatever they want to do with their career, and nothing is done to them, then they don't feel safe. They don't feel safe about their career because we are talking about their career here. They are sports personalities. An injury can end their career. A wrong decision can end their career. But if the federation that is supposed to protect them are not doing the right things, they are not putting the right things in place, they are not assured that, okay, if someone in the federation does the wrong thing, he will be penalized and another person will not want to do it, then the athletes have no reason to say that, okay, a country is offering me all this, they are offering me the protection, they are offering me better security and everything. And on top of that, they are giving me the money that I need to be okay with my family. Why won't I consider it? Of course, they will consider it. So the federation needs to work within themselves. They need to look within themselves at what can we do better? How can we improve? How can we make the federation better? How can we make the lives of the athletes better? How can we make them feel safe? It's not just about taking them to represent world championships and everything. What if at world championships, there's another issue that comes up? So, all these things, they count.
All right, Fumilayo, I have a question for you, and really, it is why now? Why does it seem to be that it is now that the athletes have chosen to revolt? I mean, some of these athletes were still competitive for Nigeria in the circuits earlier this year and late last year, but, is it because of what the government has done for the Falcons and the Tigress? Do they think this is the right time for them to revolt and possibly, get the attention of the government?
Yeah, I think the athletes have had too much of what they can bear. I think this is the final straw for them. For those that have made the decision that they want to leave now. For Ofili, for instance, now, it was the final straw for her. Imagine the administration, the federation that were in place during Tokyo, the debacle, and during the World Champs, the Olympics debacle last year, and they were still the same people elected into the federation this year. I think that was the moment she was like, no, I can't work with these people again. There's no assurance for me. So it's not just about the Falcons that's, okay, what the government will do for them afterwards. Like I said earlier on, the Falcons were just determined. They had that shared determination. If I'm not mistaken, they also didn't have the right preparations before the AFN games. The same thing for the Tigers. Now, it's a situation whereby in football, you can't just make nationality switch at senior level. It's not possible. The same thing for basketball. So I think for athletes, it's because they can actually make the decision at any point in time that they don't feel safe with that federation again. That's why we are experiencing it.
All right, I must say a big thank you to you, Fumilayo, for your quality time. I mean, we look forward to having our best athletes also represent and be well taken care of. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you very much for having me.